Hi and welcome to the daily reading for the 26th of April. And it's coming, as always, this year from Jesus Calling, Enjoying Peace in His Presence by Sarah Young. It's a beautiful little book. You know, if this is the first time you're coming into the video or into the playlist, it's a beautiful little book that jumped off the shelf and asked me to buy it in the fall last year. So, and I was guided to do these daily readings. So here we go. Welcome problems as perspective lifters. My children tend to sleepwalk through their days until they bump into an obstacle that stymies them. If you encounter a problem with no immediate solution, your response to that situation will take you either up or down. You can lash out at the difficulty, resenting it and feeling sorry for yourself. This will take you down into a pit of self-pity. Alternatively, the problem can be a ladder, enabling you to climb up and see your life from my perspective. Viewed from above, the obstacle that frustrated you is only a light and momentary trouble. Once your perspective has been heightened, you can look away from the problem altogether. Turn towards me and see the light of my presence shining upon you. And this reading ties in with 2 Corinthians 4 and Psalm 89. My eyes are working a tiny little bit better than they were when I did the previous day's reading, which I had to catch up on because I was teaching all day yesterday and I didn't actually get around to doing the reading. But anyway, I'm trying to fill them all in as I go along. So this is actually the April 26th today. And yeah, the end of April. I can't believe it's the end of April. But anyway, that's not a problem. So how do you feel about welcoming problems? It's not really human nature to welcome problems, is it? You know, we really don't like problems. So we tend to do the former, you know, the resenting the problems and the falling into the self-pity and why me and this is unfair. And I certainly did for many years. You know, I used to call it, rather than the pit, I used to call it the cave, the poor me cave. In fact, I still call it the poor me cave because I can still be tempted into that poor me cave. But now I know that it's my choice to be in there, to stay in there, or to come out and face the world. So I don't go in very often now. And even I sense when I'm being tempted, and I know I've got a choice. But sometimes it's just so comfortable in there. You know, it's a familiar place. We know it. You know, we don't have to take any responsibility when we crawl into that poor me cave or fall into that poor me poor me pit even. But Jesus says we've got an alternative. We can climb the ladder rather than, you know, go down into the pit or into the cave. So there's something to think about today, is if you have a problem today or there is an obstacle in front of you, rather than groaning and resenting, you could just see it as an opportunity. You know, rather than sleepwalking through the day, be very aware of your day. And if there's an obstacle, think, well, what's this obstacle here for? You know, it's probably just a little thing, but it's bugging me. So let me go up that ladder and have a look down and see, you know, exactly what it is. And let's give it to Jesus, because I don't really want it. You know, I don't want to find the solution by myself. I don't have to find it by myself. So I can ask for the help of Jesus. And it's like asking yourself for help, but in a different way, because you are Jesus. I am Jesus. You know, your next door neighbor is Jesus, in my opinion. And that's the only one I can have. But because I believe we're all connected to God, we're all connected to the energies of everything and everybody, then we are a part of that. So we are that. So it's an interesting little spin. And if it's the first time you've listened to me, you may think I'm bonkers, but that's okay. I don't mind that now, because I'm strong enough in my opinions. I love Brené Brown. I don't know if you know her, but anyway, if you have never heard of her, you should, go onto her YouTube channel and listen to some of the things that she says. And she talks about having a strong back and a soft front. Strong back with all your beliefs and all your, your opinions, and that you're strong in yourself, but a soft front, strong back, soft front, so that your heart stays open to the people who don't agree with you. You are able to take that, and that's kind of where I am now. I have a strong back because I know what I believe, and I know that that's right for me. But I have a soft, open heart because I know that it's not right for everybody. And yet, I think there's lots of people will come to the way that I think over time, or not. But I am very open to them disagreeing with me, as I disagree with others who might just be further along the road than I am. Anyway, 5 minutes is up. Namaste. Love you. Bye.